Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Suzanne Gundersen with Screenwritenow. I help screenwriters and industry creatives to naturally de-stress and get focused into their creative rhythm and flow, build tremendous confidence, and deepen their emotional worldview into wisdom and truth. That way they can hook every audience. So today's video is a part of my Industry Wisdom Bit series where I'm bringing you professionals in television and film to share with us one golden nugget of wisdom or advice that they've come to learn that can maybe help you too. So we're joined today by VC Rhone. Thank you so much, VC, for being here today. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, Suzanne, thank you for having me. I am VC Rhone. I'm a writer, producer, and director. I focus primarily on stories, I like to say, that highlight the good, the bad, and the ugly. We bring it all together and we shine a light on issues that maybe are not talked about as much. Mostly social justice issues, issues pertaining to women and their health and their well-being. So that's really what I love to do. Have a lot of background with documentary work and branching off more into narrative.
Wonderful. Wow, that's I can sense the passion in your voice about it. It's such an important time to be talking about these things. So great. So with all of this experience that you have, especially with the film that's coming out, could you just share just one gem of wisdom or advice for our audience today?
Absolutely. I'm a storyteller, so I'll do this in the form of a story.
Great. I love
um,
it.
when I was about 7 years old, we had a Black History Month celebration at my school, and I was in Catholic school at the time. And we had a folk group that were singing all of these old, they call them Negro hymns and spirituals. And there was a moment in the show that I was struck by something. It was a magic, a presence. There was something that was so palatable. I just broke down and started crying.
Mm.
And I was in, I think, the second row, and I couldn't stop crying. And I cried so horrifically that they stopped the entire performance. The performers jumped off the stage, ran over to me because they thought I was like having some sort of medical distress.
Uh-huh.
And they said, "Young lady, are you okay? What's wrong?" And I said, "That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And I know what I want to do." And it was in that moment that I felt something had awakened within me. So I've always been a singer since I was 3, 2. My father used to put headphones up to my mom's belly when she was pregnant with me, and he played every Stevie Wonder song imaginable. And to this day, I can hear a song that I don't have any conscious knowing that I've ever heard it, but I can tell you the lyrics, I could tell you the next note. And so I knew there was a gift that I had. And so one of my tips that I tell everyone, it's kind of a riff off a Mark Twain quote. There are two most important days in your life: the day you were born and the day you understand why. And so
Mm.
when you know what you were put here to do and you find that passion and that spark, go with it. Don't turn your back on it. Don't run away from it because you'll be miserable. You will live a miserable existence. And I
Mm.
know everyone likes to focus on TV writing because they're thinking about money that they're going to be making and all
Mm.
of these things that they're going to be doing, but stick with your passion. Figure out what it is you're passionate about and stick with that. You may very well be the best script supervisor out there. That's your thing, and it's okay. It's okay to be behind the camera. You might be the best grip. You might be the best PA, but figure out what it is that's your thing and stick with that.
I love it. So definitely play your part. And you knew back way back when. I love that story. That's so amazing. It definitely teed it up for us. I was wondering what that was going to be. So definitely find you and be you.
That's it.
Absolutely wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I'm sure it's going to help a lot of people who are thinking that they're trying to be somebody thinking to, and then also trying to be somebody who they're not. So I really truly believe that we're all here fitting into the perfect puzzle of life. Everyone's piece exactly fits together if we just kind of honor who we are and live that role. And so fortunate for you that you found it out so early. Sad that you had
Yes.
to disrupt the whole performance of what was going on back then, but hey, you were having an epiphany, you know?
I
So
was.
fantastic, wonderful. So how can we find out more about what's going on with you today?
Oh, thanks for asking. Right now, we just launched a crowdfunding campaign for my next big adventure. I have lots of adventures. I'm in post-production right now for a docu-series, which should be coming to you soon. But
Mhm.
the project that I'm currently developing is called Good Times at Mike Kelso's, and you can find out more about us at goodtimes@mikekelsos.com. It's our crowdfunding campaign. And so, why this
Mm,
is significant is this is a film, it's a narrative, and I like to call it a drama infused comedy. And it's inspired by one of my unfortunate life experiences.
oh,
I was misdiagnosed with uterine cancer, and it took quite a few years to figure out what exactly was wrong with me. Unfortunately, in that process, I lost my uterus. And
mm,
so it was a tragic episode, but we're turning it around with a little bit of comedic elements, overtones, and a sense of hope. We don't want people to be sad about this. I want people to learn, and like I said, I'm always about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Give it all to me, tell me what it's about. So it is, we do have a comedic element. We just brought in a social media influencer to be a part of our cast, so I'm really excited, but we need everyone's help to make this a reality. So if everyone could just stop by www.goodtimes@mikekelsos.com, give it a look. We
mm.
would appreciate that. Even if you can't give, if you're just able to follow us, you will help us out just by following us and supporting us that way.
Wonderful. We'll definitely stop by there, and we'll definitely have all the links in the description box of the video for people to go and follow up with you. So thank you so much for sharing today, VC. I really appreciate it. And thanks everybody for watching. Feel free to pop on over to my website, Screen Right Now, and download your free e-copy of 3 steps to get pitch ready. That way you can get into alignment with yourself and hook your audience. Thanks everybody for watching today. Thank you, VC, and we'll see you on the next Industry Wisdom Bits video.